Welcome back to the Spreadsheet Edit channel. So today topic will be continue on the leaf management. This is part 2 for this leaf management. Okay. So previously we did go through the how to set the input parameters, okay, and how we use the public holiday template over here, which is I show you here, okay, and as a part of the validations here, okay. And when we come over here, right, basically the next thing normally we'll do the listing, okay. And for the summary part, I think I'm going to make another videos on that. So otherwise you unable to fit this one because there's a lot of logics explanations go through this video. Hope you go through all the videos from part 1 until part 3. Okay, part 3 definitely will be the last one. Basically part 3 is talking about the summary. So if you go through all these videos, right, basically when it come to the simple project, okay, you're able to do it in your own, okay. So we just without wasting any time, we go through the listing. So first of all, in the listing part, right, the first thing over here, right, you need to think about the checkers, okay. So this checker normally is for this listing, right, because this one basically is based on the date over here, okay, and the input. So if the things I can come for these ones, right, I need to bold this one first, okay. For these ones, right, the B1 basically will be the cell selections for today and tomorrow and this month, how many on leave. This is one of the samples over here. For the next one will be different checkers. Maybe it will be the year and then months and then selections and then come up all the listings here, okay. So for this case, basically this project just only needs this checker, and of course, and then when this checker comes in, right, you need to go to add another parameters as usual. Since this one is not finalized, right, okay, that's why I didn't hide the row 1 and row 2. Once I finalize everything, come to summary, at the end of the day I just hide 1 and 2, okay. And then go to here, just paste here, and this leaf type basically we just change it to checker, okay. So that's it, okay. So the range over here is still follow intact with it, okay. And this one, right, basically this one we also need to use for what, because in the Google spreadsheet I found out the conditional formattings, right, it doesn't allow me to reference with another sheet. So at the end, right, we can use this one to get all the reference here, okay. Eventually the things, right, it will be much simpler for the Google spreadsheet. We just can get this ones, right, will be lesser. Basically we just want to get dynamic sheet name and then indirect this range, okay. It doesn't need to get the last row in the Google spreadsheet. It will intelligent enough to fill in for you. For the Excel, it doesn't. That's why you need to fill up the last row over here, unless you just from this one selection from G entire columns. Then you do need the start row and the end row, okay. This is the pro and cons between Excel and the Google spreadsheet, okay. Then come to this part, right, okay. Just now as mentioned, okay, before that I like to highlight this one first. I didn't narrow down the column weight first. Then I come to here. Just like I mentioned, I put today here, and then the next one is tomorrow, and the last one is this month. So basically there are formulas involved over here to get the today's ones, right, okay. For easy things, right, I already get the formulas and then I just paste it. And of course we need to get the now. When now, right, basically now will return the date, time, and date and time, okay. But we don't need the time, we just need the date. So in order to do the conversions, right, we need to use the date formula, which we need to get the year first and then month and date at the end of the day, and then you combine it for you like this, okay. So for this case, right, basically we need to do some changes over here. You see this one, right, basically custom, right, and also we have experienced that in the web Excel. It's not smart enough to let you to have a custom formattings, okay. For the custom formattings, right, we just choose whatever we have over here. Okay, so the custom formatting is this one, okay. This is the things we choose, And the next one, basically this one's right, tomorrow is equal to this one plus this one. Okay, so basically is I4 plus 1. Okay, I get this one for the this month. Okay, because in the input over here, right, I put the year month. That's why you need to get the year month. Okay, the reason why I need to put year months, right, I will always emphasize on this. For year month, okay, so like for example, you want to get the July for year 2023, so you need to know that when is it. Okay, otherwise if there's a 2022 July, then will inclusive as well. So with year month, this kind of format, right, you get exactly what you want. Okay, based on the year, the count also exactly what you expected. For this case, that's why we need to use the text function, and then we need to convert it back at the value. Okay, then to do the matching. Okay, so from here you see I text it. Okay, then I just finalize with the value, so I change it to this year. Okay, y. Okay, and format. So and it's showing this, and of course to hide these ones, right, we need to change the font color to yellow, then it totally disappear. Okay, for this case, then I just narrow down it. Okay, so this one is what we how to say, we completed on the selections over here. Then we're going to pass this value over B1. Okay, so for passing B1s, right, you can see I'm keep on repeating the same things over and over. So for this, as usual, we just put indirect and then bracket. And for the web, alright, you need to drag to the right. Okay, then you go to parameters, and then you select this one, and then close bracket and apply. Okay, you back over here, so this one you just put today first. Okay, the next logic over here, basically we need to select on if it's today, what's going on do over here. Okay, so for this case, you can see before that you need to do one validations, right? Okay, the validations we can put under C1. Okay, under C1, so basically the C1 it carries the same as the parameters as well. Anyway, we will still use the checking over here. Later on we just make it white color for this case. Okay, so I start using the nested if functions. Okay, so for if, you just type this one, and for checking everything, right, begin with length trim. Okay, so B1, this you can see I keep using this one. This is one of the checkers. If the cell is empty, then I return empty. Okay, so that's the only meanings. And then I close the bracket to complete the if statement, so that I will not miss out any the closing bracket. So for if, again, I will just type like this. Okay, this is another conditions. So the next conditions will be, okay, I will need to just remove the space, let's say to ensure there's no space be selected. Okay, so this one, B1. Okay, the reason why I using B1 is because I'm not doing any episode reference, is because of, first, this is just one cell will be formulated. Okay, it's not the multiple cell. If multiple cell, okay, like you checking some data, okay, so you need to use absolute reference. Between, if you don't know what's the absolute reference, right? Absolute reference is like the static cell. Okay, it doesn't move when your formula moving to the bottom or to the right or to the left. Okay. So come to this one, B1. If this one, we want to check first things, right, over here is today. So if it is today, what we're going to do for here? So we're going to choose, get the formulas. Okay, so the formula will be what? So for this case, we can, for the time being, we can ignore first. We can continue nest under if again, and then close it. So the next one, what is that? the next one also we do the same thing, trim, and then B1 we're checking on the tomorrow. Okay, so when it's true, what we're going to return? So we just open another again, because there are three criteria, and inclusive with the checking of the empty cell, right? If empty, what the cell will return? Okay, so that's why there are four nested four different criteria. That's why we can see the nested if for 4 times. Okay, so the next one, which is we using the trim again, and also do the B1, and if this one equals to this month, okay, and it's true, otherwise what we're going to return, I'm going to return invalid. So that's all. Okay, so for this, then what again to fill out the real conditions when it happens, right? Like for example, if happen is today, if the selection select is today, what I'm going to return? So basically I just copy back the formula exactly what I do in the parameter sheet. Okay, which is return this that format. And then if tomorrow, okay, so tomorrow will be slightly different, you'll see over here. So basically it's just like in the date over here, right? You see this one, this date. Okay, so you just ensure it's outside of the date. Okay, so just +1. So from here I will add one date, okay, later, which is later. Okay, so for this month we're still using the same as well. For this month, what we're going to put, okay, so this month, and then we just boom. Okay, then, and of course you see this is general number. So in order to make it as a date, right, so you need to do the conversions. Okay, and under the number format or data format. So the format, just remember, is as, sometimes it's okay, this is the format. Okay, if you don't want to use it, also doesn't matter. Okay, the reason why, because we still got the year inside there, so it just remain as this one. Okay, the next one, you can put either row. Okay, just to make it nicer, sometimes I will just choose row 6, right? Because this one, right, I keep another conditions, I mean keep another few space here. If there's the another checkers, right, I can add inside, and then amend the row 6. So before you build the listing here, what I'm going to do here first, okay, we are using the filter. That's why this one, right, only available on 2021. 2019, okay, which is below of 2021, there's no such thing. Okay, and web app cell, you have got this kind of feature. That's why this version only work on the web app cell. Okay, so for this one filter, first of all, we are thinking about the, where is the range here? Okay, so this range, normally we are referring to the, where is it? Okay, this input. Okay, so this input starting from where to where? Okay, so from here, basically I just want to return it as this one and this one. Actually, this is not the things. Okay, t input that. Okay, so basically we can remove this one. Okay, so this is the things. This is another way of absolute reference. That's why you see there's another square bracket outside of the date, and then another ending square bracket outside of the leaf type. Okay, this will serve as the absolute reference in the table format for the Excel. Okay, so then we come to the next one. What is that? The next one is include okay, this is the criteria to filter. For this case, I want to filter if it's today. What's the mean? Okay, so this one's right. I'm going to T detail. Oh, sorry, T input. I'm using the T input. The sheet is T input. Okay, so T input, open bracket. Okay, so for this case, I just need to select this date. Okay, and close bracket equal to C1. Okay, so because when the reason why we doesn't follow actually the parameters there. Okay, so it's because of this one we set in the C1, then we can see the difference here. Okay, actually there's two ways the parameters one where I can show you the other ways this one is I using this way. There another way, that's why we take some times to tell you. Okay, we choose either one. This is one of the distinct way which I straight away do the things in the C1 there. That one using the parameters, using the VLOOKUP combinations there. Okay, so from here you can close it. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, because there is another if empty, right? What if empty happens? We just return nothings. Or even it's optional, but we always just put empty here. Okay, then we just put this one. Okay, from here, this one's right. From this row until basically we just Control Shift down and down again, and go to general. We need to change the normal format. Okay, to what it is. So for this case, I just say back that this is the normal format, and control arrow key up. Okay, so this is the thing. So for this case, right, okay, I can direct copy the date until leaf type. So for listing part, okay, whenever the people asking, right, or want to do the simple things, right, okay, let's say is you are the manager. Okay, you can use this as one of the things if you maintain this separately, right? Let's say your HR system is not powerful enough, doesn't give you all these readings, right? Okay, so you need to do some things like this. All the while, right, I aware there are many managers, right, still asking their staff to do the things like please let us know when you are on leave today or not. Okay, actually they got this one. If they got this one, actually they can view this one and then paste it in the group and inform update all the peoples there. Instead of you just type manually, you just copy paste. That's it, as simple as that. Because we will only do the one thing's job over here, and also you need to configure all the templates here. Okay, this is one time job. So once you're done, that's it. Okay, so from here basically I'm going to freeze the view. So the view is freeze like this. Okay, this is just for today. Okay, and also tomorrow. Okay, let's say I put even today, you see I just simply purposely put the tomorrow dates. Okay, so this one let's say I just put ND, and then this one I put AL. Okay, so even I change this ones, right, it doesn't, it's still okay, still working, because this is today and tomorrow, it's still return the date. The only things over here, right, when we choose this month, what's going on happens there? We're showing nothing. Okay, because there's no such data appearing in the date record. For this case, right, we need to do slightly different things. Okay, you can see the filter over here, right? This one is based on the date. In the input here, you see there's a date and also the month. Okay, year month. So basically, you need to filter based on this one as well. Okay, for this month. So this formula basically I can just amend the simple things over here. So the simple things over here, right, basically I just change this date to year month. Okay, and done already. Okay, so when I change, you can see it show this. Okay, so if I change tomorrow, okay, so this is the formula on here as well. So it's what then how I going to combine all these two together? and of course I'm going to need the if statement. And for better presentations, right, we can use sorting as well. So this one basically, if you want, you can use the sorting formula, SORT. Okay, sort based on what? Okay, so for this case, we do really nothings here. That's why we just actually we sort based on the first columns, based on the date. Okay, so from here then we can close our bracket here, and we're doing the same thing as well for this one. Okay, so this one we're going to sort. Actually, nothing happens for this one for the first column. Okay, because it's still the July. Okay, so just make the formula synchronize. Okay, then from here, right, I can cut this formula. I cut this formula. You see this formula, right? Basically, it's just until here the sort. So I just remove the equal sign. So from here, okay, I'm going to do the miracle things. Okay, and which is the if formulas. So always remember when you open the if statement, right, you need to have an open and ended bracket. Okay, then you only do the rest, so you not miss out any bracket and then get the unexpected result. As usual, I'm using the same formulas again, and for this case, because it's just also one time, this is every formula, we return everything's there. Okay, and this one's right, I just choose this one, B1 equal to 0 and then return empty. Otherwise, okay, so and what we're going to do the next one is if and then need to close another bracket again. Okay, so if the B1, okay, so we're going to trim B1 equal to today. Basically, this is the what we call, if this one's right, as all case, because we still return the same date, you can put the or in front here, or trim B1 equal to tomorrow, then you close bracket. Okay, so we will get this one. Okay, these conditions, then this is the inside the if. Okay, this is true, otherwise you need to open another if again. Okay, so for this case, you only got this case. Okay, trim B1 equal to this month. Then the next one will be the formula we copy. Okay, and the last one, the value will be invalid because there's no sections. In case people adding because the parameters, right, you can add a lot of things. Some people may mistakenly edit and things, right. So when you see invalid, which means to drop down is the parameters, there's unexpected values, then you need to go into program. Okay, so because this is not covered in your case, right, most people will say this is bugs. Actually, it's not covered logics. Okay, so and this is how vendor make money. They will say, oh, okay, this one, our system working like this. If you intended to do this one, right, we see actually just a simple things. From there, they just expect another logical criteria to check, to validate. Okay, so from here, everything looks perfect. Okay, so from here, right, so what I'm going to do over here, I go back to the home and then I fill out with white color. So I hide this C1. This is first of the listing one. Okay, there are another listing I can show you. basically the difference, right, is under the cell C1. That's it. Okay, so this cell C1, right, it doesn't use the parameters. Okay, I mean the what I created in this tree. Okay, the other one is using the VLOOKUP. That's the only difference. For this ones, right, you want to secure, right, sometimes you can use the, what is that, also called, let's say tomorrow there's really no case, right, like for tomorrow, right. Let's say I purposely remove this one. Okay, so where's the delete? Okay, delete row, not columns, right. Okay, so delete row. Okay, so it will shift up one. You see this is the table. Okay, so for tables, right, you don't click Control T in the web Excel. Otherwise, you create. I mean, it will. I think it's a new sheet. Okay, that's why I always use the insert here and then insert table. Okay, you select the range and then click on the insert table. I'm not sure the short key for web. Okay, we can set. I'm not sure for the time being lah. Okay, so from here, right, why we will select tomorrow, show nothings, because in the latest formula, the if, right, I mean in the filter, right, they got the empty criteria. If this one it doesn't stated, okay, you still can use the if arrow to handle. Okay, so from here, so if I choose this one, I show all these things. Look, X so nice. Alright, okay, so this month basically, sorry, just now I misleading on the sorting, because based on the date, not the year month. Okay, so based on the year month doesn't change anything. So this one, right, from oldest to latest. Okay, so this is the one of the numbers. Okay, so we still got few minutes time, so I just show you another things over here. So I just maybe can I duplicate? Okay, so I can duplicate the sheet. Okay, so I name this one as the listing 2. Okay, so the other formulas, right, the other formulas for this case. Okay, so without wasting much time, I can use some things very simple, so which mean that you didn't even bother this much. Okay, so what you're going to think about is VLOOKUP, and of course you can use XLOOKUP if you want. Okay, so for XLOOKUP, what XLOOKUP this month. Okay, and where's the value? It's here, parameters. This one very annoying, I cannot see the things. So from here until here. Okay, so what's the value I want to return? Okay, 1 2 3 third column, which is column I. Okay, and then the return is exact match. Okay, so this one you get the same result as per what we showed previously. Okay, so this one I put it gray. Okay, so you can see this one. If neither of these ones, right, let's say I remove this one using delete, it will show errors and A. So for this case, what I'm going to do, I use if error. Oh, sorry, it doesn't do the shortcut for me. Okay, if error. Okay, if see nothings, I just return nothings. Okay, then everything should settle. So then we just can change it, and you see the magics. Okay, so because there's no tomorrow unless I purposely go to the listing page here and add one things over here. Oh, sorry, not this listing. I go to input. Sorry. So I go to input there, put this one and D. Okay, so this is AL. So in the listing 2, we will show this one, and that's it for all these things. Okay, so and this is the last part. Okay, so it really depends if we want to use this one. The reason why I need to put in the C1s, right, when you select here, it will change the value. That's why you cannot use parameters. To anything, use the parameters for these 3. Okay, this actually from I4 until I6. Okay, these 3, right, because of I want to return the value. Okay, I can use the VLOOKUP as short as this, or you can use the nested if as complicated as this one. Okay, and of course this one's right, we show nothing, it totally show nothings here. Okay, and this one will happen another issues. Let's say people add additional things, right? That's why at the end, right, we still need to use the if errors here. Okay, so if error bracket and this one I return empty, and if this one's right, I do the same over here. Actually, we not show anything. So you see this one, right? I purposely go and here hand itchy a bit, right? Okay, so I just show it to you. Let's say I select this one. I show invalid because I show return invalid. How about here? So here I choose this one. It show invalid as well because I return as invalid. Okay. So for safe case, I still put the things over here, right? Okay, this one I just put in the error handling. Okay, so look nicer. So from here parameters I just remove this one. Okay, so the good things over here, this one is dynamic drop down list when you do this way. Okay, so it will be very easy for you do maintenance. Okay, for whatever these things, right, you just ensure the key index over here, right, this formats, right, you need to format entire the date first. Okay, then the rest, like this one is normal text. Okay, doesn't matter. This is formula based, so you can highlight this one in case you worry about some people will key in accidentally. Okay, so we just inform people don't touch these yellow colors. Okay, I've set this 1 2, okay, 3. This one also put the other colors indicate is a drop down list, and this one as well. Okay, so the only thing that I'm gonna start with the date first. If start with this one's right, okay, let you see what's going on here. So it showed the errors here. Okay, so what I'm going to do? So I just change. Okay, that's the things. So from here, I going to delete table row. Okay, so that's all. So wish you enjoy this video. Okay, so the next one, which is the final part, we're talking about the summary. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and hope you can share this video to your friends. And then I wish you, if you are not subscribed my videos channel, please subscribe it, and then it's very much appreciated if you subscribe it. Okay, see you in next video.